Right guys, so here we go. We are back down at Battle Bunker and Bryn has turned up again. You're off on a weekend, Bryn. It's great. And he's brought some fantastic, big and beautifully painted models to burn some Ogre. The Ogres heard that there was going to be a feast, Bryn. And you know, to satisfy their hunger, they have turned up to the feast, not expecting that they are the meal.
Well, if you can take him down, that's quite a sandwich.
So it's 2,000 points, it's Starstrike. Let's take a look through the forces. Right, here we go guys. This is 2,000 points of Ogres and I have a very large block of 12, which Bryn is going to be thankful of. So yes, I need to remember what all the banners do, but I'll hopefully try and remember it. And of course there is a bellower in there as well. That is one unit of 12 for the first battle line choice. The second battle line choice, because I'm running Gutbusters, is a unit of 3 lead belchers. And the third is a unit of 6 iron guts. And for heroes, we've got 2 butchers, both with cauldrons, and we've got a tyrant. He's going to take the +1 to hit and +1 to wound, artifact and command trait. We've got 2 ale guzzler gargants allied in, and we have 2 iron blasters. I don't like iron blasters that much, Bryn, but they look cool. Okay, so this is Bryn's Ironjawz with an ally of a magma dragon. It does break rules, but I told Bryn to bring it anyway because it's cool. And he got it out and I was like, that's small, but compared to Gordrak. Yeah. And Bryn is probably going to mince me up a lot with these guys, but Bryn, this is phenomenally painted, man. Absolute beautiful model. So 2,000 points. We've got a unit of 20 yard boys with all the banners and hornblowers and leaders and stuff. A unit of 3 gore grunters, a unit of 5 brutes, and of course there's the leader with a claw, and then there's a mega chopper.
I can't remember what it's called.
A head cleaver or something. We've got 2 war chanters, and the one with the armor and the spikes on, it's going to take, was it the golden tooth? Which means that these guys aren't going to have to take battle shock if they're within 6 of him. And then of course we've got Gordrak himself. So 2,000 points. Bryn hasn't got a lot of models, but I mean, how much are these 2? 1,200?
1,140.
This is going to be fun. Let's scorch some ogre flesh. Okay, so Bryn finished deploying first, unsurprisingly, seeing as there's nearly 1,200 points in 2 models. Yeah, so obviously he's got his dragons on this flank, he's got the brutes and the war chanters in the middle with the ard boys, the other chanter and the gore grunters on that fast flank. So a slow moving strong centre and 2 very fast flanks. Meanwhile, I've got a strong flank with a block of 12 ogres followed up by the tyrant. The lead belchers staying right behind them to hopefully give them some covering fire. And we've got the iron guts at this side, along with the 2 iron blasters facing a unit of 20 boys. I'm hoping that they're actually going to do something. So, as it stands, like I said, Bryn finished setting up first. He's going to go first. So, hero and moving phase over. Bryn actually rolled 2 6s for your war chanters, which meant that these guys got to move up here. And he used, what's their ability called?
Frenzy of Violence. Frenzy
of Violence on the gore grunters. And this one used them on the ard boys down here. Of course, they've also ran, as have the brutes. So obviously 3-inch extra movement for those 2 as well. Meanwhile, Gordrak used Voice of Gork on the Magma Dragon because it specifically states destruction unit. What kind of new grilled cheese is this, Bryn?
Unfortunately, that means that the Magma Dragon now charges 3d6 inches and can declare a charge at 18 inches, and it gives him +2 attacks.
Meanwhile, straight in front of him, there's a block of 12 ogres that aren't fearless yet.
I won't worry about it, they've got to take 2d6 mortal wounds yet.
They do have 4 wounds each, so they might survive.
Yeah, but there's 10 in the unit, so they take 2d6, not 1d6 from the Magma Dragon's breath.
Is this shooting?
Yeah.
Oh, go on then. I predict that in your typical fashion, you're going to roll a double 1.
Well, it's just one dice, so I can only roll a 1.
Right.
I need a 2 to get it off.
Right. So now I take 2d6.
Now you take 2d6 wounds.
This is going to be horrendous, isn't it?
Brimstone, Dragonfire. On a roll of 2, target suffers d6 mortal wounds, increasing to 2d6 wounds if the target has 10 or more models. Oh, dear me.
Almost called it. Almost called it. Right, so Bryn's now going to charge the Magma Dragon. 3d6, 3 1s. He only rolls an 8. It is going to be enough to get him within range, though. So that, yeah, straightforward. And is Gordrak also charging? He's going to need probably an 11 or 12.
10 might just do.
Does he do? Oh no! I think if one of them had made it and not the other one, I could have survived. So destructive bulk down here. Bryn rolled 4 pluses, killing an ogre outright and obviously dropping the other one to 1 wound. But these guys at the Iron Blast there. Why couldn't you roll that with one of the dragons?
Of course.
Right, so this dragon actually gets 2 extra attacks with each of its melee weapons. So he's got 6 attacks with his jaws, 3s and 2s, Bryn. I can deal with that, I can deal with that. That's 3. And what's the damage?
D6.
3d6 damage, and I've got no save. 3,
8 damage.
8. That's 2 full ogres outright. Well, sorry, it would have to be that one and leave that one alive. And next up, he's got his second attack with an extra 2 attacks.
So that's 10.
What? How many?
Crushing Claws, 8 attacks.
Oh my god.
Plus 2.
But you need a 4+ to hit, Bryn, which means you're going to miss with 7 of them.
Possibly.
It's hit with 6, and then 3's to wound, wasn't it?
It is, yes. These are only -1 though, so, you know. So that's 4.
4 -1s. And I've got a 6 up save. And what's the damage?
2.
So that's 6 wounds, which will kill that one off. Kill that one. No. Yes, I'll kill that one. And I'm going to wound the one next to him there. Which means I'm going to get to attack back. Okay, so next up we've got this block of 5. The leader is in there. They're going for Gordrak. And then, of course, the 2 down here will go for the Magma Dragon. So up at Gordrak, I'm hitting on 4s. That's not awful. That's not bad at all, Bryn. I'm wounding Gordrak on 3s. This is where my dice betray me, though. Nope, not bad, not bad. So that is 6, 7, 8 saves on Gordrak. He's only got a 3 up save, though. And each one of these is 2 damage. No rend. No rend at all on the ogres. How many does he fail? 2. That's 4 wounds on Gordrak. That's not bad, I'll take it. And I've got 6 attacks on the Magma Dragon. I was just discussing with Bryn there, obviously, if I'd get a chance to go first, the Butcher would have hopefully give them +1. And I think I definitely need to give them 2 clubs instead of a Gore Fist. So, 3 hits, wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds on the Magma Dragon, Bryn. No rend. Hopefully we can do just a tiny bit of damage. 3+ is it? 4+.
What am I saving? Was it
2 hits, yeah. Saves them both. So then it's back over to Bryn to use Gordrak, and then hopefully, well, I say hopefully, he's probably going to aim to take out a lot of these ogres.
Right then, so he's now on the second bracket of his...
Oh, at least I dropped him down 1 then.
So he's... Right, let's see. There's no heroes or wizards, is there?
Not in that unit, no.
Right, Okay, so 5 attacks with Smasher.
Yeah. Hitting on.
2s.
So 3 hits. Wounding.
On 3.
So 2 and rend.
-1.
Oh, I get a save. Nope. Damage.
2.
Kills 1 ogre outright. Okay. Next.
And same. 5 on 2s. All hits.
Yeah.
And on 3s.
3 more.
And no rend on this.
Oh. I actually bounce one back with a gore fist and do a mortal wound to you.
How dare you?
But 1 goes through.
And only 1 damage on that.
Okay, which that would have actually killed that other ogre before. Okay, not bad, not bad. Next up.
And now we have Big Teeth's Mighty Fists.
Yep.
So he's down a bracket, so he now needs 3s to hit.
3 hits. Wounds.
3s to wound.
2 wounds. Rend.
Rend -2.
Ah, don't get a save.
3 damage each.
Okay, so that's gonna kill an ogre. We'll kill that one, and then I'll wound the shooting banner. Right there.
Another basic ogre back there, mate.
That's the leader.
Alright.
So yeah, there we go. You've got more?
And Big Teeth's Bladed Tail. On 4s.
2 hits.
On 3s.
2 wounds.
-1.
6 up. Nope. Damage.
1 damage each.
Oh, so you just kill that one. I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, so my tyrant is within 3 inches of the magma dragon, and we forgot to mention as well his big name is Monster Killer, so he adds 1 to his damage. Which, considering he's also got might is right, which means he adds 1 to the 2 wound rolls. With that gut gouge, it means he does double damage on a 5 Bryn. And it's 3 damage, 4 because of Monster Killer. Unfortunately, I don't have +1 to hit yet, so I'm hitting on 3s. All 3 hit. 3s to wound. Oh, and I didn't get a 5. That is 2 wounds though, and it's -2 rend. Bryn needs to make a 6-up save. It goes through, and it's 4 damage each. 4 each. Because it's 3 damage standard +1 for me big name. That's 8 of how many wounds gone?
20.
Imagine if I'd rolled a 5 or a 6 to wound there, and that would have been doing 8 damage a swing to him. Guess who was going to be going first in my turn, Bryn? I bet you can't guess. Right, anyway, next up we've got the Ale Guzzler Gargant. He's piled in 3 inches. He gets 3d6 attacks with his massive club against Gordrak. So that's 6 plus 5 more. Okay, so he's hitting on 3s. This is all against Gordrak. He's wounding on 3s. That's bad. That's 4 wounds at -1, Bryn. Three go through. But that's not everything, Bryn. I've got an headbutt. 4s. It hits. 3s to wound. It wounds. It's -3. So you need a 6 up. 4. And it's... Oh, wow, it's d6 damage.
How much damage did he suffer off the...
He took 5 altogether, and then he took... that was 1 each, so he's took 8 wounds altogether. This is d6. Ho ho ho! 6 damage. Wow. I just want to point something out. Lucy, see this Ale Guzzler here? He just went charging in and nutted Gordrak. his headbutt did 6 damage. Wow. Oh. And now my butcher can't attack Bryn. That's the first time the giant has actually done anything.
Well, it was one hell of a time for him to do it.
Definitely. So, Battle Shock. I lost 9 ogres. Yep. And they're not immune yet to running, which is not good. And the banners aren't going to help us. And do you know what bravery they are, Bryn?
6.
Yes. So even if I roll a 1, they're gone. Bye-bye. Right, so my hero phase, I failed to roll a 6 for the butcher. I rolled a 6 for this one. Now, this is why I don't like the destruction thing. So I can move if I'm more than 12 inches away from an enemy. Can't move. I can pile in. Not within 3, and he is, but I can't go any closer. Pointless. But I can declare a charge. So I'm going to try and basically slingshot the Ailguzler into him. So a 10.
Do you not have to roll a 6 for the hero first?
I did.
You did, sorry.
Yeah.
I apologise.
So we'll get him there, so that if I shoot him, I'm then closer to them. But then, surely I could have just moved forward and then charged anyway. It's stupid. I don't get it.
Yeah, because technically, would he get another charge phase?
Yeah.
Because he's already charged.
Yeah, because it just says he can charge in the hero phase.
Fair enough, yeah.
But
Yeah, right.
I don't like, because I could have just moved forward. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bit silly. Let's go for the same for him. 4+? No. But that guy is going to eat from his butcher's pot. He rolls a 6, which does damage to enemy units within 7 inches of him. There's nobody within 7 inches. This one rolls a 5, which does damage if there's enemies within 7 inches. I'm sure it is 7. Butcher, 5 or 6. Yep, suffer D3 mortal wounds on a 4 or more. So 4 more for the Magma Dragon. Yes, he takes D3 mortal wounds, Bryn, for 1. Which means I've now got proper spells. How many wounds is he on? 9. I'm going to cast Mystic Shield on the Iron Guts. 6. And I get it. So they got +1 save. Can't stop it. And then he's going to cast the Maw. This is fun. Lucy likes this spell. 7. Fail it. Would have been D3 mortal wounds, and then on 4+ it does another D3. And then on 4+ it does another D3. And then on...
So it's like foot of goat, basically.
But it's only D3 instead of D6, and it's only 7 instead of 9. So yeah. And that is my hero phase. So let's do some movement and some shooting. So movement phase, the Iron Guts have moved forward. That's it. We're going for them boys. But we've got some shooting. First of all, the Lead Belchers, because they stood still, they're going to shoot at the Magma Dragon. So I get 3d6 attacks. That's not bad. That's not bad. There we go. So I'm hitting on 4s, Bryn. So they're not massively accurate. See? Actually, that's, yeah. I'm wounding you on 3s. So that's 5 saves at -1. So 5 ups. 3 go through. So it's down to 6 wounds. That's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, I hope you don't mind me doing this at the same time, but both of me Iron Blasters are going to shoot into your boys. They get a bonus, which means they can reroll the hit if the unit is more than 10. Well, there's 20. So 4s, both hit. Guess what they wound on?
4, 3. Oh, no.
2s.
2s?
2s. And I roll a 1 and a 2. So it's -2. Have they got a 5 up or a 4 up? They got a 4 up.
Yeah, so it needs a 6.
Yeah. Nope, and it's D6 damage. 1 wound.
Orruck 4 shields, ignore any wound on a 6.
No. Lucy, were you petting the dragon?
I was.
I've nearly killed it.
He's been very mean to my dragon.
Has any of your ogres fell over today? Your guzzlers fell over today?
No, that's the only charge that is done.
We'll 2 wounds each.
So I had hoped that he would be dead at this point, but he's not. So, charge phase. This guy is going to charge and not roll a double. Like that. Which means, Bryn...
Oh, right. Does that mean he's fell out?
That means he's fell over and the charge is unsuccessful. But...
Splendid.
We do, but the problem is there's nothing within range. So no matter who wins, Bryn, because we roll off and decide which way he falls. The problem is, no matter which way he falls, he doesn't hit anything else. So it makes no difference.
How hard can I throw him?
You're not allowed to throw him. So the only other charge, well, Bryn rolled a 1 and I rolled a 5, so he will fall backwards and, yeah. These guys, though, need an 8. That's not enough. Yeah, that's not enough. So, he's going next. 3s. 3s, but if I get a 5, Bryn, it's nasty. Oh, so you're gonna have to save these separately because that one is 4 damage and that one is 8 damage. And the reason it's 8 is because I've got 3 damage base, +1 for me big name, and double damage because I've got +1 to wound thanks to Might is Right.
Rend.
-2. So do you want to do this one first?
Do that one first. Well, I tell you what, if it's a 6, it's that one.
No. So that goes through doing 4 damage, dropping him to 2 wounds. And Monster Killer slays the Magma Dragon with his gut gouger, running down his chest, gouging a giant hole in his guts, spilling them everywhere, all over the place, and covers himself in magma. Ogres will...
Yes.
Oh, does he actually...
Yes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Really?
Yes.
But if you hurt me, Bryn, I get +1 to hit. So what happens here?
Roll a dice, and then I roll further dice for D3 mortal wound. No, I don't. It's just D3 mortal.
On the thing that killed it.
Yeah.
So he's now down to 7 wounds. And that gives me +1 to hit, Bryn, so I'll gladly take that. Thank you. So, the 1 wound that you've just done to me with your magma guts spilling all over is actually going to benefit me, Bryn. Now, battle shocks. If you roll a 1, you can have the magma dragon back.
Go on, I'll take that.
2.
Yeah, as usual.
So, where does the meteor land though? So, on a 1 or a 2 it'll be here, a 3 or 4 it'll be here, and a 4 or 5... No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you want to do the honours, Bryn?
Go on then.
So, a 1, so it's here. And then we roll off to see who gets priority in this first round. It'll be right in the middle there. So for battle round 2, I roll a 3, Bryn rolls a 1. Called it!
Yeah.
So Bryn, unsurprisingly, I'm going to go first.
Yeah, well, I'm going to start using D10s and D20s.
So he's going to eat from his pot. He gets a 2. I think that's +1 to hit or heals. If it's +1 to hit, it's going on them. What's the 2?
The Butcher heals D3 wounds and all of the friendly ogre models within 14
Heal.
a single wound.
Right, so that's not going to do anything. This one's going to eat. He rolls a 5, which does damage within... Yeah, so it does nothing. So, next up then, he will Mystic Shield them. 6. And I get it. And then he is going to the Maw, the Ard Boys. And I fail it. So then, do I roll a 6 on him? No. Do I roll a 4 on him? Yes, I do. So I'm probably going to move the giant to there. Well, it's 6-inch move, isn't it? Specifically, not your movement characteristic. So then in my movement phase, he's going to move to there. So let's move on with the rest of the movement. So movement phase, the Tyrant, the Lead Belcher, the Butcher have all pushed forward. Iron Guts have moved forward, as has the Ale Guzzler, and nothing at this side. So both Iron Blasters are now going to shoot at them again. And I get to re-roll because you're more than 10.
Yes!
Bryn said I hope you roll a lot of double ones. So that's my shooting phase. Charge phase. First of all, these guys are going to charge. 3.
Oh!
This guy's now going to charge.
Come on, come on. Oh!
That was my opportunity to take them out, and it's just failed me so bad. So, I don't like this, Bryn. You should stop laughing. You're not allowed to laugh. Stop it.
Oh dear.
So, well, at least I hope this Ale Guzzler eats all of them. Ah, that's something I forgot as well. Immediately before the Ale Guzzler Gargant attack makes its attacks in the combat phase, pick an enemy model within an inch, then roll a dice. If the result is at least double the enemy's model's wound characteristic, it is grabbed and stuffed in the Ale Guzzler Gargant's bag for later. So, are the brutes 3 wounds?
3 or 4.
Because if the 4 can't do it, but if the 3 I need a 6. 6. Close. So I get 3d6 attacks first of all with the massive club. That kind of makes up for it. And then 1 more for that. Right, so 3s and 3s. That's horrendous. 3s to wound. 6 saves. Bryn, -1.
Well, let's get a few from the bottom of the dice.
Give them a good jingle.
Right, so
-1, so have they got 3 up save normally?
4 normally. So
4, so 5 ups.
it was 6.
6, yeah. So 3 go through. Kills 1. Headbutt. Force to wound. Hit. I missed. And then I've got the mighty kick. 3s. I hit. 3s to wound. I wound. It's -2 for D3, so you've got a 6 up save, Bryn. And he makes it like a boss. This is where I now lose my Gargant, isn't it?
Oh, let's not make assumptions of that game. I tell you what,
He should have done slightly more than that, I feel.
oh, I feel he should have really.
It's that headbutt though, when you roll a 6 damage on the headbutt. See, Phil's here. Say hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil.
So, see them Iron Guts there? Iron Guts are really good. They do a lot of damage, right? And they need a 3 to make it to there.
You want a double one?
I did.
I rolled
Right.
Go on then.
Oh, double 6!
These are nice new dice, Phil.
Yeah, they're my new dice. You can't tell me that they're weighted because I didn't make them. Whereas the other ones I put microchips in and decided on an app which could roll my own numbers for me.
Because nobody can buy one.
Do you know how many times he gets accused of loaded dice? He rolls, even when he uses my dice,
Double 6 there.
he gets accused of having loaded dice. Even though he uses my dice, and then when I use them, I roll terribly.
Just a genuinely lucky chap.
Right.
Then, so I'm going to do the 2
2 normal ones.
normal ones first.
Yeah.
So 4 attacks, 3, 3, 3 and 3.
3 misses. 3s to wound. So that's 4.
Yep.
Minus.
-1.
6 up. Takes 4 wounds, but is it 1 each?
1 each. Yeah.
Right, that's 4 wounds he's lost. He's down to 8. And next up is the guy with the big giant chopper thing.
How many did I miss?
I think you failed 1 wound, so you missed with 3 attacks. You get a reroll to hit.
You can reroll failed hit rolls for an Orruck brute if the target has wounds characteristic of 4 or more.
Yep, go for it. So an extra hit. 3's to wound.
Extra wound.
And I fail my save, so that drops us down to 7. Right, so
Then, now I will do the
big chopper doodad.
jagged gore hacker.
Okay. Hitting.
It's on. Sorry, no, this is the gore chopper.
Okay.
Is it? Oh, one in every massive gore chopper. Yes, sorry. So 4's to hit.
Re-rolling.
Yep. So
3 hits.
3's to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds at -1.
Both go through.
D3 wounds.
For 3. Drops me to 4 wounds left.
Right then, and
Your boss with the claw and the chopper.
right then, so boss claw first.
Yep.
4+. Failed.
Re-roll.
Reroll, yes, well done, Harry.
Hits.
Hit. 3 to wound.
Rend.
-1.
Fail.
2 damage.
Drops him to 2 wounds.
And because I hit with the claw,
Yep.
the brute smasher hits automatically.
Okay. Wounds.
And so a wound on 3+.
1 wound. Rend.
-2.
Oh, what's the damage?
D3.
Please roll a 1. Oh, you kill him.
Yeah.
But guess what? Now we dice off, Bryn.
Oh god.
I roll a 4. You roll a 3. He's conveniently just going to... Actually, he's going to fall that way. So they take D3 mortal wounds, and they take D3 mortal wounds. So these guys take 3, which kills 1.
Right, I'll take the 1 there.
And then these take D3 for 2. So that's 1 dead and 1 on 1 wound, because there's wounded 1 over there, isn't there?
I'll just take him.
Yeah, cool.
Although no, to be fair, let's be fair, we'll take the one that he actually landed on.
And that is my entire turn. So I score 1 point for that.
Boom.
Okay, so moving phase, basically Bryn's kept this side of the unit still and pushed this side of the unit round. And the Gorgrunters have gone that way, looking for either him or the Butcher. I'm going to hazard a guess at the Butcher. And of course the Brutes have pushed forward to go for the Tyrant, because that's going to be horrible if you get near the Tyrant. So, how far are these guys going to charge, Bryn? Double 1.
Never mind trying to jinx me. I do not believe that.
And then these guys, double 1. They just make it with a 4-inch charge. Right, so we piled them in, and there's 11 or 12 guys can actually reach. How many of them have Orruck forged smashes? A few of them.
Quite a few.
Right, so what are these hitting and wounding on, Bryn?
4s and 3s. The standard destruction rules. Jesus wept. So out of all that, we've got 5.
3's to wound. And do you know what? I've got a 3 up save because I've got Mystic Shield.
No rend.
1 goes through. What's the damage?
1 damage.
So 1 of them is dropped to 3 wounds. And then we've got some other attacks with the choppers, I'm guessing.
The big choppers.
So 3, I see 5, 6. Hello again, Phil. Phil, what are you doing today?
Playing Batman.
You're playing Batman with Jacob.
Yeah, in the morning time.
That's not a bad roll, Bryn. So what's that? 5. Any rend? What?
-1. I've just remembered about the frenzy of violence.
+1s to hit. Ah, crap.
Never mind.
Well, I failed 2 saves. And what's the damage? Oh, no, wait.
3.
4, because it's -1.
1 damage.
So you actually kill one of them and drop the next one to 3. That's not bad. Of course, I'm going to go back with the Butcher against the Garganters. So the Butcher has 2d6 attacks because he's got clubs. So he's got 7 attacks. I think it's 4s and 3s for him. Oh, look at that! No, yeah, 4s and 3s, Bryn. Standard destruction. 1 wound, no rend. And saved us. So then you go back with your Garganters against the Butcher.
Right.
So you'd pile in, and that guy would make it round, but I don't think the other one's going to be able to get all the way in. So at least I'm only taking attacks from 2 of them.
Yeah. Right then, they are me jagged gore.
Is one of them the leader? Yeah, it's this one, isn't it, with the thing pointing in the air. So, hitting on.
Would you care to take a guess, Harry?
4s.
That's the one. Destruction.
Wow. Are you wounded on 3s?
You know what I am? I'm amazed that you know this.
And you still barely fail to do anything. And I'm guessing you're -1.
-1.
6 up. No. D3?
1 damage.
Just 1? And then you've got the Garganters?
Yes, and because
You charged.
they charged over, well, they charged 8 inches, the Grunters, Fang, Maw and Hooves attacks inflict D3 damage rather than 1.
That's horrible.
Isn't it?
That's really horrible.
But it's 4 and 4.
Fair enough.
And I can't roll 4s, as you know.
So there you go. That's 3 hits. Forced to wound. I predict 1 wound. And that's none.
Oh my arm sucks at times.
So I'll go next with the Iron Guts. So all 5 of them are going to get to attack. But the best thing is the hero gets an extra attack, or the leader gets an extra attack. So 4, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Now this is why I needed the Butcher to give them +1 to hit, because when these are a +1 to hit, they're horrendous. Oh, and Bryn, do you know what my stats are?
Would you need 4s to hit by any chance?
I would. And I seem to be able to do that better than you.
Well, there's a shot.
So, do you know where I need to wound, Bryn?
Oh, I'm going to guess a 3.
Yeah.
And you can roll that better than me as well.
Okay, now do you want some good news? It's -1.
Oh, good.
So I'll let you roll your saves first, which is 9, 10. Now, just so we know, these are 2 wounds each.
Yep.
My damage is very, very nice. So I'll tell you after you roll your saves. So -1.
Right.
So how many did you fail, Bryn?
7, Harry.
Okay, that's 21 wounds.
So, I've got 21 6s to start rolling.
This is why I like Iron Guts, Bryn. So Bryn then had a 6-up save against any wounds inflicted. How many 6s out of 21 did you roll, Bryn?
1.
Yeah. So that's 10 hard boys dead. I'm looking forward to Battle Shock.
What Battle Shock?
What?
The relic for the War Chanter, my friend, negates Battle Shock within 6 inches.
Wow. And they're now less than 10, which means my Iron Blasters don't even get a reroll.
I'm gutted for you, Harry. I'm utterly gutted. I don't know how you're going to continue.
Okay, right, so we've got 2 more relics come down because you don't score at the end of this round, Bryn, because I've got that one. So the one on your side, would you care to roll for it? And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. So
I can roll a 5 now.
So it's here, which means your War Chanter can probably get it next turn pretty easily. Meanwhile, on my side, oh, it's up there. So both of them coming down, and can I steal one of them to put up there, please? Thanking you. So the fight was over here, then it's in the middle, and now it's going to go to that side. However, battle round 3, Bryn. I'm going to use this dice because it rolled a 6. I will go first. Okay, so
oh my god.
He's going to eat from the Ogre's pot and do lots of damage to everything within range on a 4+. Yeah, on a 4 more, you suffer D3 mortal wounds. So on a 4 more, no, and then on the hard boys, yes, D3 mortal wounds. For 3, don't you get your 6 up against that?
No, all the shields are dead.
Ah.
So basically means because of that, and your minus 4,
He's then going to eat from his butcher's pot. Oh, what? I've rolled a 1, and do you know what that means?
Does that mean you take some damage?
Yes, it does. It means I choke on the Troggoth guts that I'm eating. So I take D3 mortal wounds for 2, dropping that butcher down to 5. And then he is going to inspire and presence them. Now, I would need to take Battle Shock, but I was bravery 8, so losing 1 wouldn't have made a difference. Just to make sure. So, my destruction things are going to be pointless. In fact, no, they're not, because if I roll it on my general, I can attempt to charge in case I'll get 2 attempts at charging. So, yeah, my general will now try and charge them. 6. I think it probably makes it in. Cool. It just means that if I did roll a double 1 after my movement.
As if that had ever happened.
Okay, so I now get spells as well. So of course he is going to Mystic Shield them on a 6, and I get it on a 10. And then the other guy is going to put the Maw on the Gorgrunters. And I get it on a 9, so that's D3 mortal wounds for 1. But then on a 4+ I do another D3. So I do 2 more, 4+. I do 2 more, 4+. No. So that's 5 wounds I did there. Is that one guy?
Yep, one guy's dead.
I'll take it. Now, because... Oh, I've got movement phase now, haven't I? I kind of want my giant to come back this way, but then I'd end up leaving that.
Given the numbers I've got left on the table, I don't think points are going to be an issue, Karen.
Possibly not. So, movement phase, I'm not going to move. I am, however, going to launch 3d6 attacks into these. Well, actually, am I within 12 of them? 2 of them are. So 2 of them will fire at them, and 1 will fire at this. So the one at the brutes gets 1 attack. 4s, hits, 3s, it wounds at -1. That's a 4, so I think that's 1 wound. Yeah, it's just 1 damage against them. So then 2d6 against the boys. That's 7 attacks altogether. 4s, I'm sure it is 4s and 3s. Yeah, it is. 4s and 3s, Bryn. 4s to hit, 3s to wound. And that is 4 -1. I just rolled 3 6s there. So 2 wounds, kills 1 boy. And then you've got your... Oh, your shields are dead, aren't they? Okay. 2 iron blasters now. I'm going to go for the Gorgrunters.
Sorry?
I'm going to go for the Gorgrunters with both iron blasters.
Well done.
Yep. So, combats now. I'm going to go with him. So 3 attacks. I get +1 to hit now I'm wounded as well, so I hit on 2s. I wound on 3s normally, but because of my command trait I'm a +1, so I wound on 2s, doing double damage on a 5. So that fails. It's -2, doing... I don't get me +1 damage because you're not a monster, so it's 3 damage each. Each one is 6 damage. Yeah, that kills them. No, it doesn't. No, each one is 6 damage.
Yeah.
6 and 6, that's 12 wounds.
That's right, yes.
I got... Wow.
I was going to say, that would have been awesome, wouldn't it?
I think he's going to be MVP here, like.
He's just filthy.
He's only a 280-point model.
Like I said, he is filthy.
I think I want more Tyrants. But... He's only good because I've run he's only got 3 attacks, where if you take the other weapon he gets 6. Yeah. But then the +1 to wound, yes, you're doing more wounds, but you're not doing the double damage. Yeah. You get less attacks, but you get more rend, more damage. But the thing is, you can buff them, so by taking the +1 to hit if you're taking a wound, the butchers can dish out +1 to hit. Yeah. So I'd rather have less attacks, making sure I was hitting with a better rend and damage.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So back to you, Garganters or boys?
I think I might as well use the boys before they die out.
So they would pile in. We'll let Bryn count those attacks up now. Choppers and smashers with the hard boys. 4s?
You know it is.
I think I must be psychic.
That did well.
3s?
It is. Oh, we've hit 4.
Hang on, are you not +1 to hit because of the war? Oh, no. No, because it's a subsequent one, which means it would be your turn, not my turn.
Yeah.
Because you said that's the only one that's different instead. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the to hit roll. Yes, so you've got 2 to save with no rend.
3 up. Fail 1. What's the damage? Just 1.
Just 1. And now 1. Oh no, I do them separately. So 3, so 6.
Does the boss not get an extra attack?
He gets +1 to hit.
Oh, right.
So I'm doing him separately.
Right, okay.
Right then, big choppers, 4s.
Well done.
3.
-1. 4.
Damn you. Right then, and now the boss's big chopper who hits on 3. That's a bit.
Come on.
And 3 again.
Yeah.
You are my son.
-1.
Yep.
Yeah, he does 2 wounds. And he actually kills an ogre. Okay, so I'll go back with the butcher against the Garganters. I get 7 attacks once again. 4s and 3s. That's 2 wounds, no rend.
4s, I think.
Probably.
4, so 1.
1 wound.
Yep.
And then you get to swing back with the Garganters now. I'm really silly. I should have declared a charge with that.
Yeah. So 4, 7. 7 attacks with the jagged gore hatters.
Yep.
Would you believe they're hitting on 4s?
He never.
That's failed.
That's better than average.
It's better than my average. 3s. We're back to my usual.
Rend.
-1.
6 up. Nope. Goes through. D3.
No, 1 each.
Oh, drops him to 4.
And now, despite the piggies, 4.
That's statistical.
And 4s again. That's
Well done. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, so I scored 1 more point there, puts me at 2 points to Bryn's none.
You've got your iron guts to spike.
Have I not swung with him?
No.
Oh, 4, 3, 3, and 3. Guess what, Bryn?
Are they right? Hold on, Harry. I'm getting a 4. I'm getting a 4. Did he hit on 4, Harry?
Yes.
Where do you buy your loaded dice, Harry?
Whoa, hang on, hang on. Bryn, you watch the channel, you know how bad my dice normally are.
I know, but I'm appreciating your new loaded dice.
Do you know what, Phil's coming there, slathered all over them, that's what it is. He went,
I know, but he can't help it.
So 8 at -1, and it's 3 damage each.
So we're looking for a lot of 5s.
Yeah. Now, when I played these against Lucy, right, I thought it would be a really good idea to chuck them at a tree lord. However, chucking them at a tree lord that has +1 save, ignores -1 rend, and then rerolls 1s is probably not the best idea, Bryn.
No.
So 5s.
5s we need.
So 4 go through.
4 save.
4 go through, which is 12 wounds.
So, yeah, that's them all.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
So my usual star performers just got iced.
In fairness, I think it's because of the iron guts that went for them. And if it was 40k, obviously that extra damage wouldn't have rolled over, so you'd have probably saved like 50% of that each time. So, that means it's your turn, Bryn.
Oh, I am glad. Well. So, can they cast Frenzy of Violence on themselves?
Is it a friendly Orruck unit?
Pick a unit within 10 inches, so no, they can't.
Well, yeah, you are within yourself, so you can pick yourself.
Oh well. Frenzy of Violence on the pair of them.
Are you going for the iron guts? Oh, wait.
We're having... Oh, stuff it. You know.
Fair enough.
Right.
Oh, I forgot, I did score another point over there.
Yes, you did. They're within...
Do you know what? I genuinely thought, oh, right, Bryn's got a Maw Crusher, he's also got the Magma Dragon. I'm probably going to lose. I got very, very lucky with my Iron Guts and my Tyrant.
That was... Saying that, I wasn't entirely sure how survivable they were, so I probably wouldn't have sent just them by themselves.
Yeah.
I would have held them back a little bit, but... We're not messing about. It's on, Harry.
Bring it!
It's on.
So, one of them first. Which one's going first? Because obviously I would remove a model from the opposite side if you did. The bossy boss. The one with the golden tooth.
Yeah, what the hell. Right then. So, these are hitting on 2s, Harry.
Wow. 2 plus 2 is 4?
This is it. But I bet you I still don't hit.
2 1s.
But on a hit roll of a 6, they do another hit.
Is that just these, or is this because of Frenzy of Violence?
No, this is the War Chances beat.
Oh, right.
They're getting down with a bad cell.
Do that again.
Yeah, so we've got a 6, so an extra hit. Fails.
Wounding.
Right, so now we need 4s to wound.
What?
These reverse the usual destruction. 3s to hit and 4s to wound.
Still got 3.
3 go through, no rend.
3 plus. You do 2 wounds.
There we go. So already they're doing as well as me on, but...
So of course I'm going to go back again with the butcher. I get 3 attacks. A wound. No rend.
I failed to save.
Actually, why did I shouldn't have done the butcher there, but whatever.
No, you should have done the doodads. Them, the big swingies. Right then, so we'll have the other war chanter. Hitting on 2s.
Gets 2 extra attacks.
And 2 extra attacks, yes.
Which they hit as well.
need some 4s. I want 1 to save.
Fine. So I've got 4. He's Phil. Hi, Phil. What's that?
No one.
Oh, okay. It's magnetised. Phil, Bryn says I've been using your rigged dice, and I says, no, what happened was you actually came over and just slobbered all over them.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I've got a stranger stood next to me as well. Hi, Sean.
Where's the stranger sitting next to
You?
Hello, stranger.
I haven't seen you in like a long time.
Hello.
So, anyway, there. These ones are going at that one, Bryn, and then 6 attacks at the other one. So, I hit on 4s. Would you believe it? 2 wounds at -1.
We need some 5s. Well, there's the usual rule.
How many wounds has he got?
6.
Oh, that means he's dead.
Oh, good.
And then I've got 6 attacks with these 2. 2 -1.
Need those 5s again. Oh,
He's on 3 wounds.
the leader.
And then you've got your Garganters to go back.
Oh, yes, the Gorgrunters. And then 1 on him. Come on, man. Let's see if we can actually do something. Come on.
Even Phil's cheering for you.
Someone needs to. I can't believe that the unit Gorgrunters haven't taken out the butcher.
It's not even. He's only got a 5+ save.
Need 4s.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's acceptable. We need 3s.
That's good. -1.
-1.
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Drops him to 1. Can you do it, Bryn? Moral victory.
A character must die. Come on.
And what's the hooves hitting on?
4s.
So that's 3 hits.
Come on, and we need 4s again.
I'll give you that one. 3. Any rend?
Nope.
5 up. Sorry, mate.
Holy God.
So Bryn doesn't score any points at the end of that round. Should we roll for turn 4? Do you want to call it there?
Yeah, mate.
Awesome game, that, man. You couldn't have wrote some of them dice. Unbelievable. He hasn't. He's got two Garganters and a War Chanter left, and I'm going first. So it's game over. He was an absolute animal, tearing through the brutes, the Magma Dragon, the.
For a 280 point model, that is ridiculous what he killed.
Yeah.
It is. That is.
He is definitely MVP.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Jesus.
That was such a fun game. Now, it's really, really cool because Bryn messages and it's like, Harry, if I bring the Magma Dragon, I don't have a lot of models. And I was like, Bryn, it's fine. Ogres haven't got that many models. And I don't think I did. No. I think I've got like 18 Ogres, 3 characters, 2 Giants and 2 Iron Blasters. It's not loads. But then you get games like this.
Beautiful games, you mean?
So Lucy is playing Graham. Hi, Graham. I haven't seen you in a while.
Hi,
So
how are you?
Please don't.
That's the voice we're using.
So how many Dryads does Lucy have? And then 10 Revenants. And then how many Demonists do you have, Graham?
A few.
90?
No, 60. 60. That's good.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know, we're not being a competitive monkey here.
And there's a lot of purple on this table.
Wait, the thing is, basically, because Lucy started a Slanesh army, I wanted to take a sample of all of the stuff that Slanesh demons have available to them.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's the idea of we've got things that I wouldn't normally use, like Seekers and Hellflayers and stuff. Although we have just had a Hellflayer do the best it's ever done in combat. Where it's
Are there 6s?
Yeah. So basically, it's ended up doing more attacks than it actually starts with.
Do you know what? That's like Necrons getting 8 out of 6 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good, but it's the idea of if it causes more wounds on the charge, it gets to reroll hits, and you keep forgetting it. It's one of those little rules. But
Fair enough. Yeah, have fun with the rest of your game. That's turn 1. Meanwhile, me and Bryn finished. That was turn 4 we were about to start.
Yep. But 3 models left on the table, I don't think.
No, well, Bryn, thank you very, very much for coming down. I really do appreciate it. It was an absolute pleasure to play against such a beautiful army. It was so funny.
It was.
It was so fun. So, yeah,
Those dice rolls.
this guy, I think he needs an orc head trophy or something. Maybe.
I think he does need to get some bling for his performance.
Just you see this little grot that's on his base?
Yeah.
If the camera will focus. He's going to carry an orc head for him, so if you do have an orc head in your bits box, could I please possibly steal it for a trophy for him?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sure, I will do.
Thank you very much. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it and had as much fun as what me and Bryn have, because that was hilarious. So thanks very much for watching, folks. Thank you very much for Bryn for coming down again, and we'll see you again very soon.